Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to be back. Today I'm going to be whipping up some super crispy and melted cheesy breakfast tacos that have been highly requested by all you foodies. These things look absolutely amazing. I'm super excited to get into the recipe, so let's dive in. Alright, so the first item to tackle is the crispy taco shells. So here I'm going to drizzle a little grapeseed oil into a blend of dark, dry spices that include chili powder, cumin, dried garlic and onions, paprika, and some coriander. After that, I'm going to lightly brush the seasoning oil on both sides of several corn tortillas, then place them into a taco baking mold like this one, and I'm going to bake them for 20 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit until super crispy. Or you could do them the traditional way and fry them into the shape of a taco with a taco press. While the chilies are baking away in the oven, I'm going to char up some green chilies for the tacos. So in a very hot cast iron pan, or on a grill, or in a broiler, or really however you like to roast your chilies, just make sure to get an even char around the whole chili. Then you're going to steam them in a bowl covered with plastic wrap until the skin of the chili loosens up a bit. Next, I'm going to simply dice up some russet potatoes into tiny, even cubes so they crisp up beautifully on all sides in the pan. But one thing to mention while cutting bigger pieces of produce is that you should always try to work with a flat surface, since trying to cut anything that is round can prove to be extremely difficult and dangerous. So before you make your first slice, just cut a small flat side to work off of instead of it rolling around as you cut. Alright, so once the potatoes are all diced up, get a large skillet on high heat, add a splash of grapeseed oil to it, then you're going to add the potatoes next, then a little bit of freshly picked thyme and some rosemary, and you're going to finish it off with a generous pinch of salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. Give it a stir and let this cook for 15 to 20 minutes until the little potatoes are crispy and golden brown on all sides. Next up is the Pico de Gallo, and it all starts with a big beautiful tomato. So start by quartering a large tomato, then you're going to de-seed it by slicing out the seeds or the core of each quarter tomato. This takes a little practice to get just right, but once you do a few and you make Pico de Gallo a few times, you'll understand the whole sort of de-seeding process. But after that, you're going to dice the tomato petals along with the red onions and the jalapeno. Last but not least, you're going to chop up some fresh cilantro. This is actually fresh from my garden, so I'm actually pretty happy about this. And you're going to add it to a bowl along with a splash of lime juice and a generous pinch of salt. Give it a good mix, then you're going to set it aside until you're ready to garnish the tacos. Once the shells are finished, pull them out of the oven, then it's time to scramble up some eggs. So in a medium nonstick pan that's on medium heat, add a splash of grapeseed oil to it, or a tablespoon of butter, and you're going to crack the eggs straight into the pan. Now I know everyone has their own little secret to making the best scrambled eggs, so you are more than welcome to make this however you want, but this was just sort of the quick approach to this. Nonetheless, cook the eggs for about 3 to 4 minutes while stirring, and add a pinch of salt and pepper to it as they cook. And once the eggs are finished, it's time to assemble your tacos. Alright, so to assemble the tacos, you're going to add a few scoops of the crispy potatoes to each taco shell, along with some of the scrambled eggs, a few tender strips of that beautiful roasted green chili. Just make sure you peel off the skin and take some of the seeds out before you start to sort of shred it. And then you're going to top it all off with a decent sprinkling of sharp cheddar cheese. Then it's off to the oven to get super crispy and melted. Alright, so once they are crispy and bubbling away, take the tacos out of the oven, and then you're going to place them into your serving tray, and then of course generously top them with that beautiful, refreshing Pico de Gallo straight on top. And that is it, tacos for breakfast from scratch. What's up, guys? All right, so I'm stoked to try these breakfast tacos. It's been a few weeks or maybe a month or so since I've been talking about it on social media and getting your feedback and see if you guys wanted to check this out and see if I can even make it. So here it is, breakfast tacos. This looks really good. It's a very simple idea, just swapping out the idea of a breakfast burrito for crispy shells, and it's just kind of a fun, new, maybe not new, but a different take on eating breakfast and enjoying it. So, all right, let me dig in, and I'm gonna shut up and dive in. So, all right. They just look, they just look good, you know. I'm a huge green chili fan, and being from New Mexico, I always love when I have a nice spicy roasted chili on a taco, but I love roasted chilies on a lot of things because I was spoiled growing up with lots of yummy Hatch chilies. So this is a nice little reminder. Even though this isn't Hatch, it's a good little reminder. Wow, really, really simple to put together. Obviously there's some assembly things that you kind of have to work around with the eggs and the potato and kind of assembling everything. But if you get a system in order and you if you make these on a regular basis, they're super simple. You can dial in all the little garnishes and the fun stuff, so it makes it super simple. I guess the only little gadget you would need would be that little tortilla holder that crisped up all the tacos and kind of held them in shape. But there's lots of different ways of making taco shells, so that's just kind of my little trick, and I had that on hand, so I used it today. And it ended up actually working out. So very simple flavors, fresh Pico de Gallo, the super sharp cheddar cheese, scrambled eggs, and the crispy like rosemary and thyme potatoes. Just makes for a wonderful breakfast taco. Oh, and especially with the green chili. So really good dish. Hope you guys enjoyed my take on breakfast tacos. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below for future video requests, things you want to see on my channel. Subscribe if you enjoy my channel as a whole. And of course, I will see you guys next time with another recipe. Later, folks.